Hey, welcome to another episode of Better Than Cable. We are live, mate. How was that?
That was good.
Yo.
You got it.
How was that?
I forgot that you're starting with the accent. I literally forgot.
Yeah,
You were not prepared.
Hey, that's
Yeah, I
clean.
was like,
That's
what
clean.
is that, dude? That's
clean.
hilarious.
But yeah, I think I got the cable right.
Yeah,
Cable.
I couldn't tell you. I'm not British,
Fair.
to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll let our British audience tell us
Yeah,
how
British
bad
audience.
how badly you did right there.
Yeah, facts. Let me know.
But dude, even in the UK, man, they got all sorts of different accents. So
yeah,
even
like Liverpool.
in the UK,
Liverpool is crazy.
they love shitting on different accents. You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
that's like a thing they do over there. So.
Scousers. Oh yeah, you were there for the Fatty Pimplin fight. Scousers don't get knocked out. Dude, I'm on it.
Do it in the accent. Try it
That's-
again.
That's what I don't know if you really did the accent.
Yeah,
but
I really. Yeah, I'm not
Try it
doing
again.
that.
Do it again.
Scousers. Scousers. I don't know. I'm not. Yeah, I don't know if I can pull that one off. That one's kind of crazy, Scottish or Liverpool accent. But yep,
Oh man.
yep.
Can you do the name?
Oh yes.
gonna-
Sorry. Don't you?
I was like waiting for you to jump
Okay,
back into it.
true. No, but we got the hacker. Paris is here. We got DJ Bobby B, and it is me, the human weapon, live for you today.
Oh, dude.
Hell yeah!
The
But
human weapon.
the human weapon. But today we got one main topic, man. It's the whole internet's talking about it. The whole mainstream news is talking about it. 100 men versus one gorilla. Who wins?
The men.
The men. Forrest.
Yeah, I mean, let's break it down, dude. So
Let's
like,
break it down.
I didn't just say the men.
so yeah. So basically, the idea is literally it's just gonna be bloodlusted, right? Both sides are bloodlusted,
Yeah.
and then the 100 men we can pick, you know, whatever 100 we want. I think that's the more reasonable argument because if you just pick the average, maybe if you get like just an average sample of people, maybe it's gonna be really hard to beat that gorilla. Like maybe 90 people will die.
Well, maybe they will.
Yeah.
My whole thing, you got the 10
No,
left.
If you think about the
Exactly.
bell curve, right? If you think about the bell curve, 50% of people are gonna be under, like, you know, they're gonna be weak as hell.
Yeah.
And
Now-
only 50. So
The real question is where are you getting the people?
exactly, that's
Like
why I'm
what
saying, like, let's
caliber,
decide
what sample
kind
of people are we getting here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, is it the
because-
top 100? Is it like the top 100?
No,
like
exactly.
athletes?
Like, if you get, no, I think you have to get a mix of people, right? You have to get fighters. You
Yeah.
gotta get a few fighters in there, like John Jones kind of motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know,
Wait, but I
And-
think it should just be like random. Pick
Just-
a lotto number.
Yeah.
but if you pick a random, I think they're gonna have a hard time, dude. I think
I
like
think a
90
But
random
I
100?
think that's the spirit
gonna
of the
just get
question.
wiped
It's
out.
100 random humans.
yeah.
Random, pick a number, call 100 people.
It's just raffle tickets.
Yeah.
No, but I think it would be more interesting. You take the biggest gorilla possible.
King Kong.
And
It
then you
has to
put
be
that
the
guy-
biggest gorilla too.
you-
It can't be like a
Hey, you
smaller.
take the biggest.
What about
gorilla,
like a medium-sized
the
gorilla?
biggest boy,
Because the biggest gorilla is pretty big.
dude? The biggest gorilla. That's why
He's
it makes
just
it more
gonna
interesting.
stomp on like 10 of them at the
Yeah,
beginning,
just
like
the
just
big
to start.
silverback. Yeah.
Exactly. No, that's why it makes it. That's why it makes it fun. So then that's why
That's
if we
what
pick.
makes it fun.
That's what makes
That's
it.
okay.
Yeah, 10
It's
people got stomped on.
That's why we
It's
picked
clobbered.
the people. Now it becomes interesting because now we have to take out the biggest one, not just a regular
But so
gorilla.
no one
gonna be a
has
big-
weapons, right?
Yeah.
No
just-
weapons.
No weapons. No
So
weapons.
we're just fighting
hands.
fist to
Yep,
fist.
yep.
What takes
Fist
a
up.
gorilla down? Can you choke out a gorilla?
I think you could choke
Are
it
its
out.
neck
eventually.
muscles too strong?
No, I think you could.
No, I
You
think you,
could.
that's the only way you can kill it is if you choke it out somehow.
Yeah, you would have to choke it out.
So that's
Whether
the
that's-
goal we're going for. Someone's trying
Yeah.
to get on his back while the
Just-
others
yeah.
distract or overwhelm
yeah.
him
Yeah.
to choke him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think you have like 30 people.
What's
in
the
front
arena
trying to
like?
Distract them.
Where are we
That's
fighting?
actually a good point.
It's a space that can just barely fit the 100 people in the gorilla. Like, let's put it that way.
Oh, like we're
like a-
we're
in-
side
like
to
a
side
room?
in it?
yeah,
like it's
they're in
like a
close
room?
quarters.
if it's a room,
hold up.
It's a room,
people can't even dodge the gorilla. It's just the gorilla shooting fish in a barrel.
Yeah, no, I think like let's give them a little area to run. Like
I think it's got to be at least like everyone enough space for each person to individually have 10 feet around them.
Let's say like a football field, right? I think that fits.
Okay, that's better. That's better.
Yeah.
Now, is it a football field? Are they fighting on a football field? Can the gorilla use the goalposts to an advantage?
Yeah, is there like trees?
Sure.
Or like something.
Or is it like trees, like a forest?
Like,
no, there's nothing you can climb on.
It's just flat land.
Flat surface.
Are there rocks?
No rocks.
No rocks.
You can't
throw rocks.
Just grass field. Yeah.
You have to use your body. You have to use your body. Yeah.
I mean, I think rocks could be allowable. David and Goliath.
No. Rocks would make it easier for the humans. I think
Well, exactly. We're trying to root for a race here.
Slice them up. No, exactly. No, that's why it makes it more interesting. Nothing. They have nothing but human. Dude, I think eventually you could get to this where whoever's slaughtered, they just use their body parts as weapons. You know?
That's wild too. That's more wild.
Like bones.
You can't just hit a guy with a dead guy's arm. That's just.
Oh, dude, a skull. A skull would hurt.
No,
a skull would hurt.
I don't want to see this at that point. That's gonna be traumatizing.
Use the leg as a bat.
Because it's not special effects either. Like you just watch the gorilla take them out.
You just
and the other ones are now fighting for their lives. With the dead body parts.
Oh, that's
don't even want to watch it.
That's gruesome.
I think that would be more practical because imagine you take a dismembered leg, right, and you put that leg around that dude's throat, and you really fucking.
You know? I think you're better off with some type of leg choke, but.
And no, I mean that is a leg choke, but like you have a tool now.
with someone else's leg.
It's like a.
I just don't know if it's gonna get tight enough. Dude.
But that's why like people have been saying like, okay, put a few world's strongest men in there, right? Yeah. And then if they know how to do a proper choke, have after the gorilla murks like 15 people, then he's gonna be a little bit tired. Now get the dude behind him.
Yeah.
And just hold on to your life, you know.
Yeah.
What if we make limits? All the people have to be under 200 pounds.
Oh, dude. God damn.
If it's under 200,
under 6 foot.
Most people are going to die.
Yeah,
that would be bad.
Most people are
that's when 90% of people die.
We could do like different factions though. Like 100 football players win this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but football players are over 200.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying we could run different tests.
Yeah. I mean,
they aren't really tests. We don't want to watch 100 people die a bunch of times, but the men are gonna win.
Yeah. No, I think under 200 for like the average human is
200.
Tiny.
Most
of them are
maybe 95% of them would die at that point, dude.
Yeah.
Just under 100. I mean, under 200.
Yeah.
Like maybe 5 people pull it off at the end. Like that'd be crazy. Like they do some crazy shit at the end.
Yeah, it would have to be like that. I think even then you would have to be like 190 to like actually put.
Yeah, like 199.
Yeah,
the dude's 199.
Yeah, exactly. Like it would have to be. You would have to be big.
Hey.
Just make the cut. You just made the cut.
No, I mean, dude, you have some decent options with the gorilla. You know.
Yeah.
You could. Like I've heard this story where a man had to kill a leopard in the jungle, and the leopard was like literally straight up about to kill him, and he stuck his arm down the thing's throat until it suffocated.
Oh.
And then that's how he survived. So yeah, no, that's an option. You know, someone has to sacrifice their arm, but that's an option.
Do gorillas have bite strength?
Yeah.
Yeah. They could rip off.
Well, how do you know he's just not going to chew off the arm and swallow it?
Well, he could, but like, swallowing it's going to be the problem, right?
Oh,
like,
that's fair.
They're not like lions and shit, which they just inhale meat, right? They're a little bit different where they don't even eat meat, right? They eat like grass and shit like that.
Well, that's why I asked if they had bite strength.
Yeah, they could definitely bite your arm off, but then like they wouldn't. Yeah, they wouldn't eat it.
Okay.
Like they just throw it to the side.
Yeah.
So your goal is that when he bites off your arm, it's
choke
lodged in a way that he can't get it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
That's a wild
like,
tactic.
it's
That's a
like
wild
down his
tactic.
throat. Yeah, it's like a down his throat situation.
Yeah, you're just
Or
like
even like you put in the arm with the femur like together like this to like create a wider.
I feel like you're gonna have a hard time getting anything in there.
I feel like you
Yeah,
gotta
maybe
go
it won't
leg. I feel like you have to go leg. Just shove a leg.
Your leg
down.
has to go.
How are
Yeah,
you?
just
You're
choke.
not holding him with his mouth open up to the sky though.
Yeah.
I think that's a harder one to do. I think just choking him from behind is your best bet.
Yeah, no, honestly,
And then
you would
a
have
lot
to
of
sneak
people
up
are
on
saying,
it.
like
Sneak attack it.
blind the gorilla somehow. They're like get its
Well,
eyes.
yeah, blind it. When you like distract it with 80 men, other 20 men, go for its eyes, scratch out its eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for real.
The thing is, the men got to work as a team.
Yeah, yeah.
So you have
If
to
they
be-
go
dude,
one by one,
Yeah.
the gorilla's gonna
Yeah.
win.
Mm-hmm.
This has to be coordinated and where to the point where it's like the first guys all know they're gonna die.
Yeah.
No, but you don't tell them
Exactly.
that. You got 13 guys on leg one, 13 guys on leg two,
Yep.
15 guys on each arm.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
everyone has a job.
Yeah, no
The
facts.
first 15 dudes that get anywhere close to this thing are just gonna get ripped to shreds.
Yeah.
And
That's
then
why
after
you have
that-
to get as many bodies in there as you can. Quick.
Dude, oh my god, it's gonna be an absolute bloodbath initially.
You have
Like,
to
especially-
overwhelm them.
You
If
gotta
that-
just
if
tire
that
them out.
goes
Yeah,
deep,
you gotta
though.
tire them out. And then just
Everyone gets a bunch
Yeah,
of pre-workout.
not pre-workout, like something way stronger probably at that point. At that point.
Yeah. Some amphetamines or something.
Yeah.
Get them fucking amped.
Exactly.
Give them, make them.
I mean,
Get
I don't think
Like
they need
geeked.
it, but
It's gonna be like the Nazi army, dude. You know, like,
Yeah. I want to
you know,
say it. I want to say it, but yo.
that shit's wild. But yeah, dude, I think the 100 men got it, man. Like if it's average people, then it's very up in the air.
yeah.
And especially if they're against the biggest gorilla. I don't think average people could take that.
So you don't think if we did like a lottery system, like pick a number, just everyone in the United States included, or everyone in the world included, and just randomly pick people,
yeah,
you
no, I
think the
think-
gorilla wins then?
The gorilla would go through a lot of them, man.
Even if we
Like-
coordinated, same way, same plan.
I think maybe humanity humans would still win, but like maybe there's only 10 guys left.
Yeah.
You know, like it would be a decimation versus like in our scenario that we're coming up with where we pick the guys. I think maybe max 20 guys would die and then 80% would survive. I think it'd be something like that. But in the random person scenario, I think they're like most people are too weak. They're way too weak to even be on the scale of where this gorilla's at. Like even the gorilla doing absolutely nothing and just laying there would take no damage from most people because most people don't even know how to punch. Even when they do punch, they might break their own fingers.
No, but you
And then
can
once
tell
they break
people
their
to gouge the eyes out and choke it.
Yeah, but they don't
Everyone
have
else
enough
is just on crowd control, distraction,
let's say
controlling the
50
limbs.
people- Yeah, like most people don't even have that strength to choke it out, right? So like that's why we're picking specific guys, right? Like the giant guy like from
What
the
if
world's
someone
strong-
like rips off their shirt and uses their shirt to choke it?
that would be even harder.
Would it?
Then your
No, I feel like that'd be
Yeah.
easier
I feel like
because
you
you can
get
just
more
tie
leverage.
it and just just like literally just pull.
No,
on
how
the
much
ends.
how much tension do you have there?
It's
You
a
don't
lot.
have
It's
that
like a
much.
gi.
But you have more than like.
It's like it's
Yeah,
tight.
but
if you
Or it's
can
like a
barely
rope.
reach around the neck,
you
you
know how-
have more than that.
yeah, and it's also like
Yeah, but-
sharper. Like the
But
only
Nana,
thing is like
you're thinking about your grip strength.
yeah, but I still like even
Just
for like
any regular person, do
But
they really
like
got-
you, if the
know?
shirt's big enough,
I
you
don't-
could like wrap it around your hands
Yeah,
too to
yeah,
help you
it's
hold
like a
on to
rope.
it. And you
Like
could
a-
like a
you could
rope.
put your knee on this back of
Yeah,
his
yeah,
neck
yeah.
and like
It's like
you're
legit a
using your
rope.
whole body.
No, it would be better if someone is on the throat and someone's choking from behind. You know, so imagine someone's choking from behind and someone's knee is on like the bottom of the throat too.
And
Like,
people are
like,
climbing on top of the guy whose knee is on the throat. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
No,
got to do
it has
that.
to be
Maybe
like
maybe just sacrificial lamb, put someone's body on his throat, and everyone just lay on top of that one guy.
Yeah. Like create like a fulcrum or some shit and just put a bunch of people on top.
But he's gonna be mad while that's happening. He's gonna be flailing.
No, 100%. I mean, dude, people will get mauled. They'll get arms ripped off, limbs ripped off, their heads caved in. Like
squashed.
It's gonna be absolutely
flattened.
Yeah, love that.
I'm not gonna watch it. If this ever were to happen by accident, someone not watching it. Yeah. It's gonna be disturbing.
In a movie. I'm not gonna lie. In a movie, if they made this shit in a movie, it would be great to watch.
If they make it in a movie, that's a little different.
Yeah,
if it was real,
because then it's special effects.
Yeah,
but if 100 people fought a gorilla, not
just
watching.
got mauled.
It would remind you of like that Kingsman scene where he's just murking.
Yup.
It'd be like that, but like way more violent.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Absolutely way more violent.
Legit.
Like, and that dude killed like at least 50 people in that room, right? How many people did he kill? Maybe more.
Was it 50? I don't think it was that many.
It was a good amount. Like it was a full church.
He went off.
Oh, that scene, not the bar.
Yeah. No, the church one. The church one was way crazy.
The church, there were more people there. I couldn't tell you how many. I would want to say more like 25, but
no, it was definitely more than that.
Maybe it felt like 50. I don't know. Maybe there was less. Yeah,
I thought it was like a bigger church.
It wasn't like packed though.
I can't quite remember, but it was hella people. But it would be like that, but like even bloodier than that was. Like that was pretty crazy bloody. It'd be way bloodier than that.
Yeah, well, they all only had one bullet hole. No one was dismembered there.
Yeah, and dude, everyone had weapons in that room too. They had like pitchforks and shit like that. And in our scenario, there's no weapons. It's just raw strength.
Well, to be fair, he also had a gun.
Yeah. Well, he was using other people's guns and shit like that too.
Yeah, people's like knives. Yeah.
But yeah, it would be much more bloody. We don't need to talk about how much more bloody anymore, to be honest.
No.
I still don't want to watch it.
But this was, I mean, it was just interesting, man. The crazier part was that the people who thought the gorilla would win were like so confident about it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, every animal has like a limit in how much like energy they have. They can't just keep infinitely expending energy, you know? Yeah. So it's like just the volume of humans is eventually going to get you. So that's like what we're talking about. It's like, even if you take like the most average people ever, I think just by the 90th person, like this girl is gonna be tired. Yeah. Like how many people kill, man? You're like, holy crap.
But I don't know how quick gorillas get winded.
They get winded pretty quick. That's from apparently there's a guy that studied gorillas that was saying that. He's like, they don't have that much stamina.
It's all like
well, then he's getting tired after the first 10.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's definitely as long as like the people are strong, right? The first 10, because think by like just average strength, like a gorilla can just straight up lift 1,500 pounds.
I mean, yeah.
Right, so base strength, like without even trying, this thing's just lifting 1,500 pounds, right? And then a lot of these measurements that scientists do, they're not in like life or death situations, right? It's just like the strength, they're just randomly, pulling on something. Dude, in the life or death situation, maybe that's going up.
Yeah.
Maybe up to maybe 2,000, something like that.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, dude. Those first people are cooked, man. They're going to be just they're going to be shredded, man.
Yeah.
Dang.
Well,
yeah.
Poor people. Yeah, I don't really have anywhere else for us to go off of that.
Yeah.
I think that was a good breakdown though. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
But we all went with men.
Yeah.
We think the men.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I agree.
It's just the volume is too high.
Humans win.
Yeah.
Many freaking people.
Is there an animal that could take out 100 men?
An elephant could easily take out 100 men.
I think an elephant could massive, go. Yeah. Because an elephant's even bigger.
A polar bear
has
facts.
I
Polar
think
bear for
you
sure.
drop 100 men in water, a great white shark.
Oh yeah, no,
wins.
water's different.
Oh,
Water. Anything can kill you.
Humans have
in
no
water.
chance in water.
Yeah. In water, you're cooked. You're so cooked.
Dude, even
in
a
water.
jellyfish,
Yeah.
will cook us. Water.
Yeah, legit.
100 humans versus one jellyfish. It just floats around and stings people
That
slowly.
thing would cook everybody. Yeah.
Legit.
No, water. There's no shot. We got no
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah.
We're like weak as dude. One dolphin could take out 100.
Yeah. Yeah.
Water.
Dude, dolphins are scary.
Pufferfish.
Dolphins can get you.
Dolphin
Pufferfish would fuck you up.
could F you up, man, if they wanted.
Yeah.
But land. What else? I mean, there's a bunch of things like a bear. A bear would destroy people, dude.
I don't think a bear
tiger.
would beat more than the gorilla, though.
100% would beat more than a gorilla.
No.
Like a big grizzly
not at
bear.
all. No way.
Yeah, I think so. A grizzly?
Yeah.
A big
I don't
ass
think
grizzly?
so.
A grizzly's taking out 100 men.
A big grizzly is
got
not
stamina.
nearly as big as a
It's got
gorilla.
stamina.
And-
Grizzlies are
okay, you're right. It's
crazy.
got stamina, but it doesn't have arms the same way.
It doesn't
kinda
matter.
does.
It's just gonna charge.
No,
But
he'll
it-
swat with his
it'll-
hands.
yeah,
Like
it'll
they'll
just
stand
swallow
up.
you.
But
It'll
you
just
just get
swallow through
100
you.
people to tackle him as soon as he tries to
Nah,
swat.
he'll just swat all 100.
I don't think so.
And then also, if you the second
He'll
he pulls him,
swat
he's just
all
gonna bite.
100
He's gonna
at one time.
yeah. Or like, dude, he's
dude,
gonna
he's gonna-
bite like 100
Dude,
heads are
very
getting ripped
good.
off.
Dude, I don't think
Like, just
the
a-
grizzly
bro.
does more than the gorilla.
A grizzly does way more than a gorilla.
How?
100%.
I think a grizzly would,
Okay, look, I got.
grizzly would-
Where's my phone?
100% a
Grizzly
grizzly takes
I'm gonna
out.
show you a picture of a
I think it
grizzly
could take
bear.
200 people, dude. I
Yeah,
think a grizzly could take 200
For
people.
sure.
Man. That's how
100%.
crazy a grizzly is.
100%. Grizzlies, Bobby, you don't understand how crazy a
No, I
grizzly
do.
bear is.
Dude, a grizzly would
Like-
fuck up a gorilla so badly.
So
like a gorilla
badly.
would get murked by.
The
Gorillas
biggest
have
silverback.
hard times with leopards. Gorillas have
Mhm.
hard times with leopards. A bear would destroy a leopard.
Decimate
A leopard has no chance against.
Oh, okay.
grizzly.
The grizzly bear is giant.
Yeah.
I just looked up
It's
a
almost
picture of a
twice as
grizzly
big.
bear next to a
It's
gorilla.
almost twice as big as a gorilla.
Okay,
And then-
the bear is
Yeah.
large.
It's
The
massive.
Yeah,
bear
no.
is. I still
Oh.
don't know if it's gonna kill all 100
Like-
though.
The biggest bear is standing like easily 10 feet tall. Like a nice big grizzly. Like
Yeah, they're.
that thing's gonna maul people, man. I mean, yeah, I mean, you're just like, it's a downgraded polar bear, right? Like a polar bear 100% would go right through 100 people like butter, right? But like
So-
for a grizzly,
But
you're
the
saying like you're maybe giving the people a little bit better chance.
so the gorilla can lift 4,000 pounds though, and the grizzly bear only weighs 900 pounds, and the grizzly bear can only lift 1,000 pounds. It's a lot less strength there. The gorilla
strength
also has more bite force.
But
So
the
think about
stamina
that.
is
He can chomp
much
harder.
better. And the type of damage a grizzly takes is way is crazier. Like they just fight other bears all the time. Like you've seen those like battles where like they're just it's like mating season and they're just going at it and you just see like each other like take out giant pieces of flesh off of each other. You know?
I mean, yeah. So
A gorilla's
now
never-
your
a
grizzly
gorilla's
bear's injured on its way into the fight because he was fighting with his brother out back.
But like a gorilla's never in a fight like that. They're not fighting like that.
Yeah.
I don't
Like
know,
they'll
man.
fight for maybe like
The
10
gorilla's
minutes
gonna get all territorial. I don't.
No, dude, a grizzly's taking a gorilla any day.
I don't
I'm
know.
sticking to that. I'm sticking to that.
So the gorilla could bite off the grizzly's head just as much as the grizzly could bite off the gorilla's head. Now the gorilla is smaller.
No,
It's like
No, wait.
400 pounds lighter, but it's stronger, a lot stronger.
it won't even be able to reach its head, dude. In a lot of cases, like especially if that thing stands up.
Well, if it stands up, but the gorilla can knock it down because it's a lot stronger.
Yeah,
It'll stand up. The gorilla will pick it up by its feet and throw it in the air.
No, I mean, okay. So my only reasoning behind this is because gorillas are known to get killed by leopards all the time, right? So that's why I'm like, I scale a bear over a leopard because a leopard's like half the size of a bear. Like a bear would literally just sit on the leopard type of shit.
Do we know that?
You know?
Because I just found out how big a grizzly bear is.
All right, let's look up a leopard.
What kind of leopard?
Let's say African leopard. I don't know, something.
Yeah, just the biggest leopard. I don't know what they're called.
What's like the rough size of a leopard?
6.5 feet long.
Oh, that's not that big.
How many pounds?
I mean, the gorillas are like under 6 foot tall.
400?
Yeah, but like
400,
gorillas,
500
They
pounds?
stand on their arm.
yeah,
They're jacked.
Exactly.
Leopard closer to like 165 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, so
But
that
they're
leopard,
fast.
It's like a cat. It's just a big.
they're
ass cat.
fast, but that leopard's taking a gorilla out.
Yeah.
So you can think about. I mean, sometimes. So what I've heard is like it's kind of an equal match between a leopard and a gorilla. Like that's a really even match. Like it depends on the day. Maybe the gorilla will win one day. Some days they'll lose.
Yeah, the biggest one ever recorded was 212 pounds. I thought tiny and biggest leopard was going to help, but
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like a bear would easily just sit on a leopard, you know, and it's cooked.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. No, grizzlies are crazy.
So that's why I'm sticking with the grizzly. You know?
Hear me out. Grizzly bear versus liger.
That's more interesting. That's like more real life. Like that's what they also say. It's like grizzlies versus Siberian tigers. Apparently that's a big battle that goes on, and it's kind of an evenly matched battle. So like I think a liger is roughly the same size, but they don't have that. I've heard they don't have that killer instinct though. That's why.
What about a polar bear?
So
Polar bear versus grizzly bear.
liger can be up to 11 feet tall.
Dude, a polar bear kills anything.
Yeah, no, I feel like
polar bears are vicious.
They easily
put a polar bear against any animal except maybe a rhino and an elephant.
and
the polar bear.
I think
the polar bear's beating
takes,
the gorilla.
Yeah,
the polar bear's beating the gorilla.
Oh, for sure. No, I think a polar bear takes out I think it could take out an elephant.
No way. The elephant would like scoop it up and launch it. The elephant would launch that thing like.
Yeah, no, the elephant's saying no.
Oh, yeah.
The elephant's saying no. I found a size comparison.
Oh, yeah, no, that's just...
The elephant's saying no, Parse. It's not.
Yeah,
the elephant's stepping on the polar bear.
Dude, elephants literally tip rhinos over for fun.
Yeah.
That's how they fuck around like that.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So nothing's touching an elephant. And I think the elephant is like the most dominant species on the planet, dude. There's nothing fucking with that thing.
Would an elephant
and they're
beat
smart,
a polar
dude.
bear?
That's another thing.
Yeah,
is elephants are
so
smart too.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing's fucking with them, dude.
An elephant would also beat up a grizzly.
But I would say, dude, rhino versus polar bear, that might be interesting.
What about mammoth versus grizzly?
That's an interesting.
I'm sorry.
That might have happened back in the day, right? That might have been a thing.
Yeah,
mammoth
like in
this
Canada,
yeah,
some shit like that. Northern Canada.
Yeah, definitely
like
Canada.
100%. 100%.
That's the only place. That's the only spot.
Could a mammoth take down 3 grizzly bears? Maybe.
How big were the biggest mammoths?
Mammoths are like large elephants.
Yeah, I've seen like they're like basically like related to Asian elephants, so I'm guessing they're probably like a little bit bigger than those things. That's my guess.
3 times larger than a big car.
What's a big car? Like
that gives me no reference.
That's such a terrible...
That's what this article says.
Like I mean, like
7,500 kilograms.
What's that compared to like the largest Asian elephant?
Kilograms.
Yeah, giving me the worst information.
Give it in
close
tons.
to 20,000 pounds.
Okay,
how many tons is that?
Yeah, or how many pounds is the biggest Asian elephant?
I think it's like 14,000 pounds, something like that.
7 tons,
Elephants are
14,000 pounds.
yeah.
Okay. So yeah.
Yeah, I randomly knew that because I've definitely looked that up before, like how big
Good
the
to
average
know.
elephant, 14,000 pounds.
Sometimes you need to know, man.
Yeah. It came up.
No, dude. I mean, that's why I love debates. Like, this is shit I think about all the time for no reason. Like, I'm always thinking about like, yo, what animal could take out this animal? Like, that's always been an interest of mine. No, I mean, okay. So another comment, the other debate that was going on
There's
is
another
that
one.
an average dog versus the average person.
Oh, what's an average dog?
Yeah.
I don't know. What is the average dog?
Average in size or average in owned in the world?
Average size. Average size dog.
So that's like.
Well, so what's an average size
Yeah,
dog? Is
no,
it just the
exactly.
dog that the most people own, or is it like the midway point of what a dog can weigh on the high end and the low end?
I mean, okay. I mean, let's take a guess. Like, what maybe like a golden retriever type of size.
Golden
You
retriever
would
is
say
like the
golden
average.
retriever average, that you're looking
like
at
an
like
average
75 pounds.
Right? Like, and then the bigger ones are like maybe some pit bulls are getting bigger, right?
Like a Rottweiler.
Well, pit bulls aren't exactly a ton bigger. At least, I mean, they can be. It depends on the pit bull.
Rottweilers are like
But
smaller, right?
Rottweilers,
They're probably
I can't
smaller than a
remember which one
retriever.
is smaller. One of them's, they aren't like smaller in weight, but they're like smaller in size. They're just a lot more muscle.
Yeah. But is that considered like medium size though?
That's a good point, because if it's a Rottweiler versus everyone,
Yeah, Rottweilers fucking a lot of average people up.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, we can
because
pick.
that
Let's
is,
just,
I mean,
let's,
a
let's
Rottweiler
say
can
let's
be
go
over
with the-
200 pounds, I think.
I say
True.
let's go with the golden retriever. Like, let's say like 100-pound dog
All right.
versus
the average.
an average human. Like, let's even say average man, right? Let's do that.
I think the
What's
man
that?
wins.
I don't
You
know.
think the man
dude.
wins?
I think
Well,
a
An
dog
average man.
I think a dog will fuck up a lot of average men.
Golden retrievers aren't that vicious.
Oh.
Well, let's make it bloodlusted.
Yeah, bloodlusted.
So it's a
Give it rabies.
rabies infested dog.
Yeah, let's give him a rabies infested dog. Yeah.
But then I think the human still just wins, because it's not like hunting the human, it's just rabid.
Bobby, okay, let's just say this dog is trying to kill this human.
75 pounds though, still, like, you could
You can
toss
punt
a
it.
75-pound dog.
I
And
know,
granted, he might get a couple bites on you.
I mean,
Yeah.
okay, let's
But
say
I don't think
how
that
big
dog's
is
getting ever.
How big is the average guy, right? Like 180 pounds?
Yeah.
Average dude?
So you got over 100 pounds on a 75-pound dog.
Even if it's a 100-pound dog,
Yeah.
you have 80 pounds on it. But, like, does the average person know how to fight a dog? Like,
No,
we hear
exactly.
those stories where, like, people are getting killed by, but I mean, maybe those are pit bulls, right? Maybe those aren't average.
Well, the only
Yeah,
stories
also-
I've heard are like Dobermans, pit bulls, Rottweilers.
Yeah.
Pit bull, yeah, you hear the pit bull one all the time, right? Where like
Yeah.
some dude got mauled, but
I'm
then
not
he
gonna
also
lie, I've
doesn't.
never heard of anyone getting mauled by like a black lab.
No, no.
Yeah. Or even
No.
like a Labrador in general, I feel like.
Yeah.
No, like a poodle.
Yeah.
Poodles might come after you. Those are mean.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never interacted really with a poodle, so I have no idea.
Usually, I don't think most poodle breeds are small.
Yeah.
So they're mean,
Yeah.
but like they're small.
Yeah.
Dude, I know a Chihuahua. Like, I mean, imagine
Chihuahuas
this.
will
They're
also
wild.
come after you.
Yeah,
They'll-
They're
they're
gonna go off, dude. But like, imagine a Chihuahua's personality in this dog. Let's say, right? Where this thing thinks it's the shit, man, and it can take on a human. Does it have any shot?
Does it have any shot? Yes. Does it have a big shot? I don't think so.
So what
That's
percentage
my
are you
whole
giving?
thing.
What percentage are you giving the dog?
On like just your average normal 180-pound human,
Yeah.
20% chance. He's got to hit all the right marks.
So the dog's at a 20% shot
of winning.
Yeah.
So
No,
if you took like 100 of those average people, I'd expect 20 to
a lot
die.
of faith in humanity. You know, like I have faith. Like we're just too smart to just die like that, man. Like if this dude has any sense of will, like he's gonna freaking win.
He'll power
like,
through.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like I saw this clip the other day of like this dude got attacked by this giant dog. It wasn't a 100-pound dog like we were talking about. It was like maybe one of those like 200-pound dogs, these giant dogs. And the dog's like about to come in on him, and he jumps over him and like does a headlock on the dog, and the dog can't fight him because he's in a headlock, and he's like on top of the dog. I was like, yo, that's beautiful, dude. And he just did so smoothly too. Like the dog came in to bite him, and he just jumps right on top and grabs his head. Like it was smooth as hell. I was like, yo, as long as people use technique like that, man, they should be fine.
Facts.
Have you ever seen a Bernese mountain dog?
Yeah, they're massive.
Their heads are so like big. Giant.
Like, have you seen like the Kangal or whatever?
Yeah.
That they bred to fight wolves and shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like those are crazy, man. Dogs,
they're massive.
They bred for that stuff.
What are those things?
Those are huge.
But yeah, I don't know. I think your average, if we're picking like a 75-pound dog,
yeah,
20% of people might get it. But
all right, so let's go the other way.
It's going to be kind of like a Darwinism situation.
What's the biggest dog?
If you couldn't fight off that dog, what's the biggest dog? What?
That one human could take. Like let's.
I don't think that's fair, because like I think you could send like a massive dog after a Navy SEAL, but that's not really what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think a Navy SEAL would win against a massive dog.
How big of a dog?
I don't know.
No,
how big of a dog?
I think the biggest dog.
I think you could send a Bernese mountain dog.
The biggest dog
after a Navy SEAL, but those aren't aggressive dogs.
Yeah.
I mean,
like you could take a husky out.
Yeah, but even a husky, I feel like the Navy SEAL's winning.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I think
we have arms, opposable thumbs.
Yeah, just put it in a little darce.
Put it in a headlock. You can put it in a triangle choke.
Yeah.
So we're saying any human can beat almost any dog. Are we?
That's not what I said.
No. Like you got to be.
I said the average sized dog would beat 20% of the average sized humans that fought it.
Okay.
So if you picked 10,000 humans and got 10,000 average dogs and you sent them over to each other. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And you'd be left with 8,000 people.
Yeah.
And those 8,000 people would have beaten the dog. I think that's fair for an average dog against an average human. It's a Darwinism type situation. If you can't figure out how to beat the dog.
What's the biggest dog you think you could take? What's the biggest one you take?
I think... Is this just for me or is everyone answering?
I'll answer.
Well, everyone's gonna answer. Everyone's gonna answer.
Felt directed. Felt like you want to know which dog I'm gonna take on.
Okay, no. You can start, and I got an answer too. So let's all figure out something.
I don't know. I feel competent up till it's like closing in on a 150-pound dog. I've also owned dogs my whole life. And feel like, I understand better than people how to control them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I also haven't seen like a rabid angry dog before, because like my dog's really nice.
So no, exactly. All of my cousin's dogs.
No idea like what type of interaction I would have with like an angry dog, because I haven't really interacted with them. But I mean. So
would I want to fight a 150-pound dog? No.
Yeah.
Do I think I could win that fight potentially? Yes.
Facts.
Yeah.
Do I think I'll come out unscathed? Probably not. That's a lot of bite force once they get that.
You're definitely gonna get like a bite that's gonna hurt really badly. Yeah.
Oh, you're getting a bite that's down to the bone somewhere if they get you.
Yeah, no, I mean, you could even break like if it's a finger or something, like it could break off or something like that. Like you could get something really bad.
Yeah, you don't want to get any fingers chopped off.
I'm with you. Like I think I could take right when it gets over like 150 pounds, then it's scary, dude. Like then that thing's as big as you.
I think you're underestimating how scary a 150-pound dog would be.
What's a 150-pound dog? Like, what's like a good reference of one?
I think you're looking at like a grown German Shepherd.
German Shepherd, yeah, that's what I was thinking of. I've seen a 150-pound dog.
Yeah, I think I could take out a German Shepherd. Like I would just like, I won't leave unscathed, but I think I could like eventually I could probably.
I wouldn't want a German Shepherd. I would take any other 150-pound dog than a German Shepherd.
Yeah, no, that yeah.
Dude, a German. That's why
no one. I was like, no one said it was a German Shepherd except you.
Those things like
are literally hired to do this to people who are bigger than you.
That is true.
Fucking up people.
That is true.
People sick.
That is true. That is true. But like, I don't know, 150-pound like
German Shepherds are some of the most athletic dogs out there. Like I don't want to fight that thing, dude.
Yeah, I take that back. I take that back.
No, like you could take a German Shepherd. Actually,
no. Never mind. This is a big dog. You're looking at like a Anatolian Shepherd.
Oh, like the.
How much is a German Shepherd specifically? How much?
You're looking at like one of these guys.
Oh damn.
It's a big dog.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yup.
I said 150 pounds. Shit. It's a big freaking dog, dude.
What's like a more? What's like an 80-pound dog?
88 pounds.
Shit.
That's the dog.
Yeah. What's like an 80-pound dog?
We're all underestimating dogs right now, because
no, I know 100.
We didn't
That's
realize.
what I was saying. No, I knew what I was saying with 150. I mean, I was like, it's gonna be a big dog.
No,
what's like
I don't
an
think
80-pound dog?
We're gonna go 100-pound. That should be more like German Shepherd.
100?
Yeah, that's more like your.
All right,
so that's a 100-pound dog, and that dog's gonna kill you.
Yeah, no, that dog.
Yeah, I'm going down to 80 pounds then, dude. I think I could take down an 80-pound dog.
I'm with you.
That's
I think 80. I think 80.
I think I'm going way down. Dude, that's crazy, dude. Yeah. I underestimate.
I think an 80-pound dog could get you.
Strong as hell. Yeah, no, they're strong as fuck, dude.
No, wait,
I'm
are
reconsidering
like
this
Rottweilers
whole
80 pounds? If Rottweilers are like 80 pounds,
yeah,
I might have to go down to like 50. I could probably take like a 50-pound dog.
Imagine that coming.
Yeah, dude, that's
no,
crazy.
but like I said, Nene, if you have proper technique,
that's a German Shepherd.
Yeah,
I think if you have proper technique, you can take that. I think 80 pounds, man. I got it.
What's proper technique? How often do you spend training to fight dogs?
It's just a choke at the end of the day.
I'll be ready. I saw it one time. I'll be ready.
I'm prepared.
Yeah. No, I definitely. I think I'm leaving with like bite marks and claw marks, but I will put it at sleep. Like I'll just like hold on,
100%.
Literally just hold on,
100%.
and let it claw me for a bit, and hopefully it goes out. Like hopefully my arm stays intact, and he goes out. That's the plan.
Yeah, like the most danger you have is like if it goes for an ankle.
Giant dog breed.
if it goes for an ankle, like
no way.
You're gonna get effed up a little bit, you know.
What is that? Like a Dalmatian?
Yeah, dude, Dalmatians are big.
How big are Dalmatians?
We're off topic. I'm just showing you.
Just dogs.
I'm just showing you pictures of dogs.
Yeah, I think 80 pound.
To change it up.
Oh no, it's 60 pounds.
What's the biggest cat you think you could take on?
Oh, cat is tiny.
That's wilder.
Yeah,
Cats are ferocious. They'll eat you.
Legit. Cat might be like
someone
10 pounds. Like it has to be like a tiny ass cat, man.
No,
like,
see, I'm going higher than that because I'm like, if I can throw it, I think I've got a shot.
True.
So I'm going up to like 50 pounds. I could probably catch it and launch it.
A 50-pound cat? I feel like that's a pretty big cat.
But it's just one of them.
Yeah, like if it's coming like mouth open, claws,
Yeah, you just try to
scratching you.
throw it.
How? How are you gonna grab it?
Just grab and throw it. I mean,
Grab,
there's not much more
throw.
to it. Locate cat with eyes. Grab cat.
I feel
Throw
like
cat.
I feel like you're better off trying to kick it. Just try
Well,
to
yeah,
punt
you
it.
could do that too, I guess.
That would be your best bet.
No, dude,
I feel like
They're
that's
so athletic, dude.
disrespectful. Throwing's a fair fight.
they can jump 3 times their height, right? Like it's
Yeah.
actually
No, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm assuming that's why like he's coming at head level when I catch him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna catch him out of the air, like right here. Just whoosh,
So
into a brick
you
wall.
really think with one hand you're gonna throw
Yeah,
a
just
50
fucking
cat
Odell.
with one hand?
Odell a cat.
Well, the 50-pound one might take 2 hands.
You catch it like a football.
Like you're gonna just
Yeah,
catch
like
it
a
and-
tennis ball.
No, what if it like claws into your hands and you can't
Yeah,
throw
that's what
it?
I'm saying. Like, what if it just comes, just bites on, just literally just locks onto your arm?
Clawed into you.
Yeah.
You know,
What weight cat are you picking?
I'm thinking like a fucking little baby cat, bro.
Yeah, dude. Like 10 pounds. Like a 10-pound cat. I'll take out a 10-pound cat.
They're ferocious.
Like a regular ass house cat. You know, like maybe I can.
You
I
know
can
how
take that
cats always land on their feet?
Mm-hmm.
Does that count
Their
if
tail.
I throw it at a wall? Do you say their tail?
because of their tail. Yeah, that's why they can.
That's
their
their
feet.
weight.
It changes their center of mass. Yeah. Okay, unrelated, but
It's
why are you
more
gonna
more
throw
to
it at
do with
the
other
wall?
stuff.
Wait,
What?
You're gonna throw it at the wall.
Yeah,
No,
so
of
if
course
I
not.
whip it, like, will it just
gonna
land
fall.
on its feet on the wall?
No.
No,
No.
no, that's because of the downward gravity, dude.
No,
It
it's
has
not. When they're falling, they tuck their legs in and they can rotate. And
Yeah,
then
'cause
they
of gravity.
put their arms
Again,
out. It's like a
gravity.
wingsuit. It's like a flying squirrel a
They're
little
falling
bit.
downward. If you're throwing them sideways, they're not doing that. They don't have any instinct
Yeah.
for that. Like,
Yeah.
Maybe they're like, it's just like I'm falling through the air, and they do it, and then they
No.
land,
No.
and they come and attack me
It's not
again.
Spider-Man.
they'll have
Bro
no way.
thinks, yeah, bro thinks the average
I-
guy
I,
is
can
Spider-Man.
this take place on a bridge? That's the only way I can really be sure.
Just throw it in the water.
Throw it off the edge. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
man.
no,
Cats
but-
are
cats are
even
vicious.
crazier.
Yeah,
dude.
that's a worse conversation.
Cats are even-
Cats are insane.
Yeah.
Cats are even worse.
What's the
100%. 'Cause,
smallest
yeah,
monkey you'd fight?
Oh hell, dude, monkeys are crazy,
Yeah,
dude.
dude. Monkeys are wild.
Dude, monkeys,
man.
you don't
We've-
even want to fight
this-
a
Monkeys
10-pound
are
monkey.
average.
This
Yeah.
episode is kind of devolved
10-pound
here,
monkey.
by the way.
I know, yeah, yeah.
Dude,
I
even a
said,
10-pound
what
monkey.
size monkey would you fight?
Dude, you know, like for that, not even 10 pounds. Honestly.
There's that story of like the monkey like ripping off a dude's scalp, right? Like,
Yeah,
There's a bunch
Yeah,
of
yeah.
stories.
crazy.
yeah.
There's a bunch
Yeah.
of stories that happens to a lot of people that try to make a monkey their pet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So monkeys, you don't want to f around it. They have their grip
Yeah.
strength is incredible,
They're-
like
yeah, they're
incredible grip
ridiculous.
strength.
So yeah, well, those are all the animals that we fight
Yeah.
and who we think would
And
win. We could turn this into a game. Like everyone pick 5 animals that they're going up against, and the other 2 people vote on what animals you win against and what animals you lose against.
Just like draft. Or like pick 5.
we could do that.
No, like so I come in and I say, I'm gonna fight a 20-pound lizard.
Oh, you're getting fucked.
See? And he says that.
You're
And then
getting
Parse has an
fucked.
opinion.
True. Okay. Yeah,
Why am
Oh,
I
like
getting
a
fucked
monitor
up by a
lizard?
20-pound lizard?
a 20-pound lizard?
He
that's
can
a
move
Komodo
that
dragon.
quick.
What
No,
are you gonna
Komodo
do?
dragons are heavier. Komodo dragons are heavier.
Oh, what's a 20-pound lizard then?
I don't know,
Like-
dude. Is there a 20-pound lizard?
I was
I've
gonna
only
say,
seen giant ones and little ones.
exactly.
I was struggling
Exactly.
for something to say. I was just
Komodo
picking
dragon-
an example.
Pounds. Komodo dragons are 200 pounds, dude.
Oh,
They're
damn.
gonna-
Yeah. Monitors are
dragon-
giant.
Damn.
Take down deer all the time. Like
I don't
I
know if
realized
there's
they're
a
like
20-pound
200.
lizard. I don't know if
Yeah.
there's anything in that size range
20
for
pound
lizards.
lizards, like what, an iguana or something?
thought
I don't
iguana-
even
I thought the
know,
iguana would
dude.
be like 10 pounds maybe.
No, maybe
Those
like a
are
big
big ass-
iguana.
There's some big ass iguanas. Iguana weight.
Iguana weight.
Oh no, iguanas are tiny. Oh wait, no, it says larger males, however, can reach up to 18 pounds.
One of those.
Yeah.
I would
So
fight
like
one of those.
an 18-pound iguana.
I'd fight one of those and win. You really think that's getting me? Not
You
today.
can fight an 18-pound iguana.
Not today. No, you don't know what I'm showing him.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess you could kick it or stomp on it or something.
I'm winning that fight. No, I found a 20-pound lizard on a curtain, and I'm telling Ananya that I'd win the fight. And he's wavering on the lizard messing me up.
Something like what this guy.
You
told
found
me.
a scarier lizard than me. I'm not gonna lie. You're not gonna
Like
see
that
that all that well, but that's the lizard. Oh, you can kind of see it well enough, probably.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a monitor lizard.
Yeah, it's a bigger lizard. I'd win that.
Yeah, no,
Not
you can win that.
that's the point, but I'd win that.
Yeah, those aren't like that super aggressive.
But yeah, for example, I came in with 5 of those. And then you guys are like, nah, that's killing you. Never mind. It doesn't matter. It's not important. We don't ever have to do that. It's okay.
Okay, another interesting one was a honey badger versus a praying mantis that was the size of a honey badger.
I feel like that's stretching the rules of the game. A honey badger versus this imaginary thing that doesn't exist. Because I don't even know what would happen there. How strong would that big of a praying mantis be?
I have no idea.
Would people run from it? Like, would it have the reputation of the honey badger? Like, would sports team be the praying mantises?
No,
like, I would not want to be next to
those
that
would be
big
massive.
ass
Yeah, that'd
Hell
be
no,
scary.
dude.
Yeah, so I feel like that's pushing it on the game. I don't really know how to evaluate that one because it's not a real thing. But yeah, you could do it for anything.
Mm-hmm.
You could do it for anything. See, but that's not fair because, like, I can say, like, okay, what if there's like a grizzly bear, but then you have a 300-pound wasp?
Yeah,
that'd be interesting.
That'd be
How would that
wild.
wasp win? How would that wasp win?
Because its stinger is the size of a spear.
Yeah, legit.
That's why it would win.
Legit, it's just massive.
Yeah, but even if you spear a bear's fine for the next.
It has
10
venom
minutes.
in its spear.
Yeah,
I think a bear
gonna
would be
poison
fine
it.
for 10 minutes. For 10 minutes, that thing will.
nah. I think it'll just keep stinging.
Do you know how venomous
it'll just keep
wasps
doing
are?
it.
They can only deliver a tiny amount of poison, but if they could deliver more than they do, they would kill people that they sting.
The volume, the volume of the poison would be.
So
higher.
there would be a lot of poison or a lot of venom going in with that giant stinger. I don't think this is going more than 2 stings.
Facts.
No, because I was thinking like bears are resistant to bee stings already.
But my point is, it's just a fake wasp. There's no giant wasp.
I think the bear.
If there was a giant wasp, I would not go outside anymore.
Like
the Japanese hornets are big enough for me.
Facts.
Dude, bears can take
Very,
1,000 stings directly. Yeah, no, I'm with the dude. I'm with the bear.
No, not that we can't really evaluate it because it's a fake wasp. But the wasp is gonna win. Okay, that's all I gotta say there.
Hell no, man.
But yeah, I guess.
I think that's all we got, man.
Yeah, that's a lot of animals we've talked about. We didn't really do any sea ones. We could do an episode on sea animals, like jellyfish versus shark. You know, there could become cool stuff there. We could do land animals versus ocean animals.
I feel like I know less ocean animals. I don't know that many ocean animals.
Dude, there's a lot of ocean animals. We'll find some cool matchups. But
okay.
Yeah, anyone got a quote to end us out here?
Let's see if I got something. Oh, I actually do have one. It kind of relates. We are all just domestic animals at the end of the day.
Wow.
Words of wisdom right there.
Yeah.